Welcome to Modern Mystic Messages. I'm Teresa. Thank you so much for joining me today, clicking on the video. And if this is your first time coming into the channel, thank you so much. And please consider giving the video a like and a subscribe. And if you are returning, welcome back. In any event, Soul Family, this reading, it's interesting. I had not initially intended to necessarily record this reading. I pulled this reading 2 days ago. My work day started really, really slow. And in one of those Murphy's Law type scenarios, I had gotten everything done. I was waiting between calls, and I decided to pull some from some decks that I have for me personally, with the thought that after work, I would just, turn all the cards over and look at them and do a reading myself, put that away, and then do a reading for the collective. Well, that didn't happen because right about the time I pulled the reading and everything was face down, I got a call that wound up with me working. Not only did I not get off at 5 o'clock that night, I didn't clock out until like 11:30. The following day, I was in that same account for. I spent a total of 13 hours over the span of 2 days in one account. So, needless to say, I didn't get around to the reading, but here we are. And again, today I was going to come in here and look at it for myself so I can cleanse the cards, put them away, and whatever. And then sitting outside when I went in meditation, the thought was like, what cards are you going to use for the reading for the collective today? And then I came in here and it was like, no, your reading is right here. So I get an opportunity to share messages for you all. And I had a beautiful reader in New Zealand, Oracle Tarot Benji, that really kind of opened my eyes about some things, as well as there's another sister, Divine Karma's Tarot, and she has Divine Karma's Twin Flame. If you haven't checked out either of those channels, very connected brother and sister. Not to each other, but I mean in spirit. But it let me see something different about being transparent as a messenger and as a reader. So I decided we're going to be surprised together. I'm going to lay these cards down because when I pull them, I try to just count out the number that I wanted for myself and kept going. It's a big reading, but we'll try to move through it quickly. And before I decided to film it, I did take a peek at the last two sets of cards only because those decks have such intricate meanings. I usually look at the book meanings for them. And once I looked at those cards and the way they kind of spoke with each other, I knew I kind of had to share this reading. So, but we're going to start with tarot in this one because I just felt that was the way we needed to. We start here with the Four of Swords. What's the cross? The Wheel of Fortune. In position 3, the root of the issue, multidimensional. Kind of what we learned from or what's going forward, the driving factor. The Chariot is here in position 4. Ten of Cups is coming up here at the head of the situation. Yeah, I like that. The King of Wands is coming in the near future. And I particularly love this confirmation because my twin is actually a Leo moon. Yeah. What's currently going on in the situation? Queen of Swords. Outside influence, Six of Pearls, Six of Pentacles, and I completely get that. With the Knight of Pearls, this is the hopes and fears tied to these two, because there's been something that's been shown to me that is so beautiful and so big for the collective, all of that good stuff. But truthfully, it's so big, it's almost dependent on the other part that I've been shown coming in. Don't know when, don't know how, that ain't my business. But that is kind of in the key hopes and fears because so much has been shown. And I kind of sort of know the direction to go. But like you said, in the 3D reality, it takes some finances to get the wheels moving. So until then, all we can do is do our little thing to get our little individual boats rolling and understand the soul family comes in, you know, whenever it does. So I get it. Speaking of soul family, I also, when I'm talking about connected sisters, I have to give a shout out to Tookie, Tookie, and that's so similar. My childhood nickname was 2D, but she is here. That young little sister is she's doing her thing, and I got a chance to see her get kind of shook in one of her own messages, but it was so relevant and personal to me, and I understood, kind of the moment that she was having with the I am. It was a beautiful thing to see. And Line of Light, she brought me a piece of insight that honestly I have to be thankful for, because it really kind of buttoned up some of the issues that I was having about aspects of the message that I've been given to share, as well as a way to kind of temper the message, to get over my own anger, let that ego aside, to give it in a more palatable way. Because the message I have is strong. It's very strong. It's literally something that can either it's going to either help people break that paradigm to free themselves, or cause them to lash out at me in disbelief or whatever. So anyway, we are clarifying the four swords here with death, transformation, and rebirth. And honestly, that's what's happened in this tower rebirth transformation, in that four swords energy, that hermit energy over the past several years. It's marched me right up to a rebirth. We got strength here with the wheel of fortune, with multidimensional, the three of swords, that healing over and over again. Like I say, with that dark night of the soul, the spiritual transformation, there's layers to this. With the chariot, we have the star. With the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands came here again. Yeah, King of Wands, and then the Five of Pentacles. And again, I understood that. I was talking to somebody about it before. It's like we've been shown a lot, we've healed a lot, we've grown a lot, ascended a lot together, even though we're separate. But that Five of Pentacles energy has been like the thing that's kept both of us. I mean, truthfully, when our lives crumbled, they crumbled. Everything fell apart. Everything. And I'm thankful for it now. I didn't feel so good then, but I understand the reason and the purpose for it now, to allow the rebuilding. And we're at the doorway of this rebuilding through the rebirth. I do understand that there's a part of the initiation and some things that I'm still having to go through over the next few months. But hey, I decided all and look. Oh, Tower. I again, like I said, I didn't really look at to study these cards before. I just pulled them and left them face down. Yep, Queen of Swords in the Tower. That's what's happening right now. Again, like I said, well, my tower started falling several years ago, and I started things got well. I started trying to rebuild in a misdirection based on my own understanding and what I've done in the past. And Spirit has came along with another a major divine detour redirection, like making some choices. Full fresh start. Spiritual path is a key to the Six of Pearls. They made it very clear that my spiritual gifts are going to have, like I said, I've got to tell my story first. I have to give the message they've given to me first. But eventually, like I said, I got the clairaudience and all that to give the message, but it ain't really going nowhere. Now that it's open, it's open. I am honored to be a clear vessel and a message. But yeah, at that point, it's coming out of the matrix systems and stepping fully into purpose. The Knight of Pearls, Knight of Pentacles, it's been a while coming, but a lot of things had to be put into place. A lot of understanding had to be gained. I didn't get that part, but it is on the way. Two of Wands. And right now, and honestly, it did have to come down to some decisions. Once I understood that I was opening myself to the unified field, if you the veil, if you will, and understood that clairaudience was coming. So many ideas over the past few years have rushed in to I would genuinely need about 30 or 40 lifetimes, as Abraham Hicks loves to say, and a room full of assistants and attendants to get it all done. I could not, because I was just sitting there chilling barefoot by the ocean, tapped in the source, surfing in the unified field, and idea after idea after idea after idea. And I understand that whatever seed is granted here with this Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles situation is for a gift for humanity, and the allow those people and resources and soul family to kind of come together. I don't worry about the timeline of when it's going to happen. It'll happen when spirit deems it's time for it to happen. But here with temperance, and it, like I say, I really had to tap into the guys to understand that. So temperance is here with the Hierophant. Now, again, I went overboard because I was pulling for myself, so y'all just rock with me. I'm interested to see how these cards all play together. We're going to look at the spiritual side, kind of what I needed to work on, Akashic records or messages, then get into some love, money, and then out the door with some generic spiritual stuff, life path type stuff, kind of covering all of it. So let's go. I'm going to try to not get wordy with every layer. Here we got solitude, four swords, whoa, with solitude and death. What does that card say? It's time to take a step back, allow the universe to assume control. With the wheel of fortune and strength, we have Mother Ocean. The balancing of mind, body, and spirit is essential to continue on your journey. And with multidimensional and Three of Swords, Mother of Pearls, true wisdom lies in perceiving beyond the current circumstance. That's the way to heal grief. You have to see it from another perspective. Because you ain't going to make them swords come up out your heart. It hurt. It happened. Most time, the fact that it's three swords in the heart, you can't make it unhappen. It's done. That ship has sailed. So now, how are you going to decide to process it and move forward? People can call that being cold. No, I call it healing. It's fine to have that moment of grief, but there come even when we grieve the loss of a loved one, but even then, and they let us know through the other side of the veil, they don't want us to grieve them indefinitely. There comes a point in time where your love and your happy memories have to allow you to pick the pieces up and continue. Here with the star and the chariot, we have subconscious mind. Good or bad, deep down you know the truth. Listen and trust. With the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands, vortex. Calling back your power from all people, places, and times. What happened in the hermit mode? You have to, because if you want to get into your vortex, it takes a minute of like you have to that concentrated focus. People talking about they can't quiet their mind, they can't quiet their mind. You better. It's the only way you're gonna really get to a point of raising your vibration enough to consistently hold it to start manifesting the stuff you want to manifest. King of Wands is here. Five of Pentacles, reflection. You are a mirror reflection of the world around you. Do you accept its depiction? And with this Five of Pentacles, that's the question. Do you accept the depiction? You may have come through a very difficult ride through the Super Dave crash and burn experience that we call life. That was me too. So there is loss and poverty cycles and karmic this and all. We go through a lot of that. But if you're going to become this master manifester, this King of Wands, get into this leadership position, Ten of Cups, King of Wands, you really are going to have to rinse that in reflection. You don't have to accept that just because that's the current circumstance or a recent past circumstance. Sometimes those towers come into our lives to break us down, to build us up to something better. Womb, here with the Queen of Swords, this tower, this releasing. And the Queen of Swords is about that cutting off and making decisions too. But spiritual eyes are watching, waiting for you to embrace your power. Yeah, especially when that you know and understand that that tower is divinely directed. Sometimes we get like as well as 144 with the stars say we get hit with the frying pan of illumination. Yeah, spirit will let us hit some owies sometimes to redirect us to something better. Fool here, water codes. How I view the world around me is a mirror to my inner world. Moon, you deserve to achieve your innermost desires. Enlightening glass. In a single moment, everything can change. Now, listen, people, brothers and sisters. This part right here, this gets us so stuck because the people around us, the people we love, the people that's giving us all this kick in our giddy up in our manifestational giddy up, keeping our energy. Because, and I mean, yeah, we got the bills that need to be paid and the job and all of that. That's enough too. But then you know the ones I'm talking about to really make it start. In this fresh start, in order to get to this kind of, to manifest this, you're going to have to learn to be selfish enough to detach yourself from other people's drama. Don't allow them to make you feel it's responsible to continue to handhold. Yes, you want to support people and be loving and all of that, but the energetic work you can do while not listening and feeding into gossip and drama is far more beneficial to them than allowing them to trauma dump. When you allow people to trauma dump on you, you're holding not only you back, but them back too, because all they're doing is wallowing in pity. You've reflected over your loss. You healed from it. You're trying to manifest and move on. You have to learn to release and get cut in this Queen of Swords energy. Cut them loose. And if you don't, Spirit will, the tower will be here because they're waiting for you to start birthing. High Priestess, Empress. Attract. Passion, mutual feelings, feeling that drawn to someone. Separation, love, longing, abandon, divorce, broken dreams, heartbreak, grief, loss, wounded, not feeling enough, missing someone, left out in the cold, apology, forgiveness, guilt, wants to speak their heart, compassion, emotional confession, truth, expression, new perspectives, seeing the truth, clear actions, honesty, communication. The world, new cycle, karmic completion, travel, fulfillment, success after the quest, and success after the quest, and success. Now it's interesting because that's in the number 6 position. What's coming up soon? Um, what's going on right now? Pluto letting go, and Pluto is finally letting go our behind. And then I think it's November 2nd. It goes or November 20th. Pluto finally lodges back into Aquarius out of Capricorn. It returns for a 20-year inward cycle. Pluto has been gone for the past 20 years. Made its appearance very briefly in February, right on my twin flame's birthday, and was ducking in and out a couple times during the year, and is firmly in house as of November 20th. That's the end of the rebirth cycle. And truthfully, like I said, I'm in an initiation right now. I understood it. Um, that from now to the end of the year, yeah. So these cards, and it's crazy because when it's talking about what you're attracting, what you want, but what's the cross, this abandonment, getting over these abandonment issues, heartbreak, that kind of stuff. What was at the root of the issue? Healing these karmic cycles of loss. And do you know every single one of them, of the main players, well, except one, because he's still, but that wasn't even a romantic partner. That was whatever. But quite a few of the people that seriously emotionally wounded me years back have over time come back of their own volition and sincerely apologized and asked my forgiveness. I had forgiven long ago anyway because you have to heal. But it was still when you're not looking for confirmation or looking for any kind of a validation or closure to receive it anyway, it's a beautiful thing. And I was happy and honored to be able to accept their apology and wholeheartedly, genuinely forgive. Now ain't gonna be no reconciliation. No, no, no. Those ships have sailed. But to have released with love, yes. And truth, expression. I understand my worth, and those people were helped teach me that. So I'm not even mad. I just can't go back and do it no more. Like I said, we're in this letting go phase now. And I got it, graduated that lesson. Thank you. What's coming with this Six of Pentacles, this reciprocity, these water codes, reunion, soul ties, soulmate, fated partnership, past life connections, past returns, past life soulmate. Yeah. Twin, divine counterpart, or whatever, kingdom spouse, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I put out an SOS for it, and it's coming. Cards ain't lying. Sun, strength is here. with the moon. Oh wow, sun and moon are here, but it's with this two of wands and the knight of pearls. Empowerment, heart chakra opening, compassion, happiness, truth revealed. And in this sense, I think it has a lot to do with a lot of the truths, the spiritual truths that are being revealed as well. And then fate, fortune, basically wheel of fortune again here at the end with temperance and the Hierophant and this lightning glass, how everything can change in a moment. Divine detours, yes, Lord, yes. And honestly, excuse me, I'm thankful for the divine detours because the difference in learning, the more you can tweak your story towards compassion and understanding what you got from it, to tell it from a more loving place rather than an angry, hurt, or bitter place, the more you basically rinse your past to drive your future. That's part of shifting your reality, like for real. People that stay stuck on what was going on then and they remember it like it was yesterday, it stays fresh like it was yesterday for them. And you have to become delusional enough to be willing to let that go with the understanding that you can create something new moving forward. Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance and give whatever you're questioning a try. The stars will never all align in just the right way. Sometimes you have to take that leap anyway. This is that time. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. That's part of what this channel is about, family. I understood that the only way to call in soul family was to get out in the energetic space. I'm not social enough person to be able to get out there. And I'm yeah, but in an online space, it's beginning to connect family. And right now, there are 62 beautiful souls of you that I'm so thankful for, and I know we're going to continue to grow. With this grief, loss, and wounded, with multidimensional, let it go. Wow, speak. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you. You can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Excuse me. And honestly, this was the biggest thing for me, and I kind of had got another piece of it this morning. And you would think that for a lot of people, it's the hurt over what guy or girl did them wrong. For me, it was hurt over the whole religious thing. That was huge for me because truthfully, religious beliefs separated me from my entire family. And I was very hurt and bitter about that for a very long time. I bless it now. I don't agree with their whole platform and all of that, but I'm thankful that I grew up amongst Jehovah's Witnesses. They did teach me a Bible. Teach me to read the Bible. I was taught, like I said, that's part of my story, but I'm thankful. My mother whooped my behind because she saw something in me and knew I was half stepping and she was not the type of woman she won't have in that. Once she recognized that I was above average intelligence, and they did, they had me IQ tested and all that craziness, and I'm not going to discuss my IQ here on the channel at this time. And I'm not a genius, I'm not, but I am above the average bear, and that was a source of pain growing up too. You don't understand. I grew up in a paradigm where you being as identified as too smart got you clowned on. Anywho, with this chariot energy, subconscious mind, apology and forgiveness, miracles. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. Yes, indeed. I have so many cool stories, and I start telling them, and I be worried that people are going to think I'm crazy, or maybe I'm talking too much, or the video's getting too long, but they haven't stopped. It's like my every day, once spirit caught me paying attention, it's like they live to just show out for me now. And I know it ain't just me. They do it for a lot of people when they start paying attention, but I'm trying to tell you, if you don't, y'all tap in. People that keep resisting meditation have no idea, because it ain't just about the meditation. Yes, learning to quiet the mind is difficult. It is not easy, but you're not. ever going to completely and quiet your mind. The thing is, once you get out of your own way enough and learn to stop driving your car, so to speak, Spirit comes in and talks to you. I heard a preacher say that one time years ago, that prayer is when we talk to God. Meditation is when God talks to us. Your spiritual team through the other side of the veil, genuinely, that's when they send you ideas and thoughts and images, or the impulse to get up and go call this person or go over here. Or you're thinking on this person and over here. All of those sorts of things come when you let go of the everyday. I got to go pay the rent. I got to do the light bill. I wonder if he's cheating on me. And I get the present over here for who? And you have to learn to let some of that go. And when you do, your vortex opens up to you. And when you do, that's part of answering the call. I say many are called, few are chosen. That's kind of you choosing to choose yourself. You're accepting the call. And eventually you're going to step into some form of this managed leadership vortex cycle. I'm not nobody special. Like I said in a video a couple weeks ago, last week, whatever, by the outward appearance of all the world's guidelines, I am considered not a successful person. I don't have the financial backing, the this and the that, but I raised 4 beautiful little X-Men Power Rangers. They don't even know who they are and what they got going on yet, but they're going to come online soon because I'm a beta star seed, and I do understand that was part of my mission to help birth the next generation of star seeds. And yeah, they're not going to be in their 50s when their gifts and powers kick in. Yeah, they're already starting to awaken far more than where I was at that age and stage in life. So I'm excited for that. Um, it is a difficult road. Spirit of perseverance, being prepared for great things, walking the hard path in life, but it's for a reason. It does give you a new perspective and allows you to see the truth, yes, so that once you do get to a point when you're given the windfall of abundance that you've asked, prayed, hoped for, and at some points felt you desperately needed, because I know this doesn't just apply for me, so now I'm channeling and flowing as it comes. Having gone through this difficult road is what's going to keep you from becoming a butthole and losing it, basically. You'll develop empathy and compassion for the people that you are being guided to serve. You're not being given that abundance, that windfall, just so you can sit on bonbons and hang off the side of a yacht somewhere. Yes, there will be plenty of eating bonbons and hanging off the side of a yacht if that's what you so choose. I'm not knocking luxurious things. I am not. But you have to understand why you're being given that during this time of ascension. As we're entering into the age of Aquarius, you're one of the builders of New Earth. That money is not for that purpose. And most of you that are probably watching this video, if you're a heart for this and it's ringing with you so far, that ain't what you wanted it for anyway. You've always felt like you was your brother's keeper. You were that person. My mama used to tell me, you'll never have $1,000,000 because if you got it, you give 999,000 of it away. And she was right. She was right. And I mean, I didn't have $1,000,000, but as close as I've gotten to it, I have been one of those shirt off your back kind of people. Sometimes it was to benefit, and sometimes it's taught me some very painful lessons in life. Ultimately, I can't regret any of those though, because it's taught me to see both sides of the venue. I've had and I've been without. And I understand both of those journeys in a way that I want to be a responsible steward of that which I have asked and manifested and asked for the permission to kind of coax out of the vortex. King of Wands here with this reflection, loss in the new cycle, shame. You've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin to take action toward happiness. And that's exactly what's going down, y'all. It's like rebuilding from nothing. Phoenix literally coming up out of the ashes, a lotus coming out of the mud, genuinely, with nothing but spirit. with the detox, and I say nothing but spirit. That's you. We both know that's the cheat code. That's everything. So I don't take that tongue in cheek to say nothing but spirit. But I'm saying from a material standpoint, when I say my tower fell and I lost everything, I lost everything, everything except the love of my children and the love of my twin. Everything else. Oh, and a dear friend who gave me a place to stay so I wouldn't be sleeping under the bridge. Can't leave him out. Big up, bro, Pat. Everything. You have to let go sometimes in order to get the lessons that spirit wants you to have so you can rebuild in a completely different direction than you ever imagined. But as I said, I was in a place of angst when I cried out tearfully and answered the call and told spirit that if they made me help me understand what I was supposed to do and how to go about it, if they showed me the way and made it possible that I would go. Here we are. Wisdom. Yep. You've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in this situation. And it's not an easy choice. But again, you can't help rescue anybody out of the burning building that you won't get out of yourself. And I had to learn that. I understood I'm supposed to do something. I didn't know what it was, but I just had to learn to follow my intuition when I saw that spirit was trying to lead me to something else. Release. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. Oh my goodness. And right here with these water codes, the Fool, and that was the beginning towards reunion, and that had to happen for me. That happened for me summer of last year. Like there was a big releasing from some energies that I just needed to kind of, and I love them. I appreciate our time together and the lessons that I've learned, but Spirit made it clear. I thought some of them were gonna sit at the table, and Spirit said, "You thought wrong." Yeah, bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and when you do, you'll feel so much lighter when you do. Oh, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. And I already understood what this Knight of Pearls decision, moon card, and strength was about before. But for sure, with this card, I do understand part of the initiation. I've mentioned it before, and I've stopped and started, and all. And with the traveling and my going for my grandson's birthday and the whole nine, I kind of fudged on the start line. And lately, but again, I was given a new start date, which is November 1st. And I thought about it 11/1/2028 is an 11 day. So, how fitting that I'm going to be starting that portion of the initiation sequence again, and that is the long fast. And I'm definitely going to tap into some assistance and being asking y'all for help and encouragement as I go through that. I'm going to try to connect back with the fasting community that I was part of at some point and see what's going on. But here with Temperance and what was it? Temperance, the Hierophant, this lightning glass, everything changing, and the Wheel of Fortune, abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. After that, let's see. Now, this is a new deck for me. Messages here. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. Right here with Jump In. My sister used to say that too. And I kind of see that as a bit of an ancestor message here because she has transitioned. But she used to always compare me to a cat. She was like, no matter what life throw at you, you land on your feet. Stop trying to carry the world on your shoulders. Or just reach out and isolating yourself. Yeah. Bet on yourself, take chances, reach your dreams. You got this. So if you feel left out in the cold and left alone in this grief cycle, like you say, put your money on the put your money on the sure thing. You are your sure thing because you know you ain't gonna just lay down and let it. How many times you done got up already in your life and you made up your mind? My kids have said that to me. It's like no matter how bad it get, you never gave up, and that meant a lot to them. And I didn't even think about it, but I just I don't have all the answers. That's one of the reasons this hermit mode is taking them so hard because they've never seen me sit in time out this long. Quitting was never an option, and I wasn't quitting. I couldn't explain it to them. I didn't understand why I was being guided to do that, but it was just like keep still. And I sat out on the patio sometimes for weeks and months debating and feeling I needed to do more of this and I needed to do more of that, and they were like just hold still. And finally I got so itchy with it that they helped me deliver me to an online full-time job. It's absolutely, I mean, it served its purpose and I'm thankful for it, but it has emotionally whipped my behind over the past 2 years. They were like, but you asked for it. Now are you ready to listen and move forward and do what we said? Yeah, I guess so. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously. I get it. I get it. And truthfully, what they're trying to show me is the easiest because all I got to do is what I'm doing exactly right now. Just keep sitting down and doing enough of this, and eventually I will reach the people that I need to reach to grow the soul family enough to a point where there will be those who need personal assistance, and in a fair energy exchange, they'll be more than happy to pay for personal readings. That's one thing. I got a beautiful confirmation today about an idea that I had with, I also make candles, but again, I'm getting more tweaks and information, but the energy that I infuse, that energy that I have in these hands that I felt, that stigmata type energy, I do work with crystals and I can tune and infuse energy into crystals, whether I get Reiki certification or not. I will get Reiki certified, but part of me was wanting to hold back with the idea of marketing the candles until I could put the name Reiki on them. But Spirit already confirmed to me, it don't matter what you call it, you're actually able to work with these crystals and that can go with people. So once I unplug from the energy vampires, that energy that I learned to channel and ground as I do all that infinity breathing and all that good stuff, Spirit is saying I can give that as a gift to the world and share that. And in doing so, it's a fair energy exchange. Here we have give yourself some credit for doing a good job this whole living thing. Like I said, the money wasn't there, but honestly, as a single mother, I raised 4 children who all graduated school, don't have criminal records, weren't out there dealing drugs, and and they're all adults now, and we all have healing and adjusting to do. But I'm so proud of all of them. I could just pop. And I know that they're figuring it out. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. This is what has to happen in the crumbling and letting go of these people. Because we can say this one do this and this one do that, and they keep you so stuck, and you so stressed, and this job keep me so. But however long we choose to show up for it is however long that will continue to be our story. Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to love and live. And I just realized what I did. That this right here, this lighten up, went with the miracles, giving yourself some credit for doing this living thing. Oh, this went with the difficult, this difficult road and the King of Wands and the vortex. And again, I've understood that difficult path is actually what seeded the desire that led to launching, like Abraham Hicks says, it launches your pain and angst, launches rockets of desire that once your energy heals and you learn how to meditate and raise your vibration to match up with the unified field frequencies that are those thoughts and ideas that will get you to that path, you'll be kind of thankful for the bird in your saddle that launched it. That stuff is it gives us, it's the seed, it's it's the grit of sand in our pearl to make our oyster. Stop caring about what they think. This is your life to live and love. Like I said, that's getting over that loss and shame and this reflection and all of that. It's not a pity party. It is part of the dark night of the soul, the inner child work, the healing. Go through it. Feel the feels. Reflect. Do not beat yourself up. Reflect from a place of more mature understanding with law of attraction, understanding the karmic players, your part in it, their part in it, where be everybody doing the best they could from where they're at the time. Heal that and then stop giving a rip what other people think and move forward with what you know about you after what you've been through and healed from and ascended from and been through the wisdom you gained along this difficult road. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Amen. So whatever that is to you, if you like to do makeup, cool, do it. Beautiful. I love to see it. If you don't do makeup and all of that stuff, don't worry about it. That's not a reason for you not to get out here and do your thing. I used to worry about not having my nails all done because some of my favorite readers when I was first led to tarot all had the manicures and it's gorgeous. Love it. I also started noticing my nails don't really react that well, even when I started doing it my own. After a few rounds of that acrylic polish gel stuff, even being as non-invasive as I could, I didn't like what it was doing to my real nails. So I ain't saying I'll never do it again, but that's not a reason for me to get on here and read. Tarot read people that need messages really don't care what nobody fingers look like because I done had tarot readers, beautiful messages from people with all kinds of looking hands, nail biters, chip nail polish, fake nails, real nails, even partial amputees. All of it didn't care a rip happy. I was trying to hear what was coming out their mouths, and I had to understand the same is going to hold true for those for whom I read for. So, yeah, check in with your body and release any tension you're carrying. And this is right here with this whole decisions and the fasting and the bravery. But here at the end, you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that right here with abundance. Here's another that, like I said, I got both of these recently. I hadn't pulled from them before, but for decision time. I mean, I pre-shuffled and cleanse, but decision time. Faced with an upcoming career choice, guide your decisions with facts and data rather than emotions. Analyze objectively. Rain begins. Be the master of your destiny, career, and finances. You have the power to dominate. So, yeah, if you're thinking that this card means wait, don't do it, Spirit is saying that ain't what that means. Decision time is are you going to keep going with the status quo and having less than and being beaten down in life and burnt out emotionally and trying to fit in the corporate world when you do not fit star seed child, person that you are, oracle, light worker, whatever it is that you're being called to be doing. You're being called to step up into service. And some of the things that some of us are doing out there to pay the rent and keep the lights on is really interfering with our spiritual walk in that. Not saying that it's not bad, but it keeps your energy lower than it would be if you weren't dealing with those daily stressors for the rent and the light money. And they're saying when you do this, you can literally line up with a whole lot more than just the rent and the light money. Elder of truth. Bet on yourself, take chances. You will encounter a truth teller who will challenge your beliefs but open new doors, question deeply, accept truth. I hope I can be one of those elders of truth for you. I've been saying my whole life, and I was a truth teller in between a narcissist and her supply it growing up. That was a part of my real story. I've been a truth teller since way back. Like, and I'm not saying I've never told a lie. We all do when it suits our purpose. We all go through that phase, but they always felt real itchy and real bad. And most of the major things that I can't even remember any really, really major, but I can remember a few scenarios that things didn't go well in life. And even then, just thinking about the fact that you didn't tell the truth is just icky. Yeah, I've just been a truth teller because it's just easier than feeling bad. Power play, covertly manipulating the situation behind the scenes, guiding the course of events. Stay calm. This was when you made this decision to manifest willfully, to heal, to learn how to manifest willfully. Serpent's whisper, beware the silver-tongued serpent, for their sweetest words may carry venom. Listen, but trust cautiously. Yeah. And on that difficult, yes, Lord, because there's so many folks that will show up with the, oh, I love you and this my family and she's just like a daughter to me, a mama, a daughter, a sister, auntie, cousin, fit whatever. You all have play relatives out there, and some real relatives out there that will smile in your face. What's the song say? Smile in your face all the time, want to take your place, to backstab us. We got them. That's a real thing. They didn't make that song for nothing. So be careful there. But there is a companion coming here side by side with a true companion. No challenge is too great. Find your battle companion. I believe I found mine. We call each other our roller coaster buddies in life. Well, I didn't find him. Spirit led him straight to, well, us to each other. That's a weird story again. But hey. Quantum leap. Venturing into new realms, the risks are high, but so are the potential rewards. Fortune favors the brave. Right here with this being authentic and this rebirth and death. Theft. Beware of losses in your inner circle. Secure your valuables. Enhance your security. And truthfully, that's part of that whole release and taking responsibility for your choices. Theft can also be allowing these time thieves and destiny thieves by keeping people around that aren't truly reciprocating, that really aren't there for your highest good, and always leave you feeling slightly drained, sometimes used, and very often abused, either emotionally, whatever. But we stick around because we feel obligated to. That's my family. That's my whatever. I had well, like I said, it was a call at work, but the girl was on the phone. She had a very hard, and he apologized on the call, but he blew off in a fit of temper and was so rude to a complete stranger who was actually trying to help him on the phone that I just couldn't help but thinking, you poor girl, can you not see what a huge red flag this is? Get thee away from this train wreck, you know? But and like I said, he calmed down, but the narcissists always do. But he was raging at me before I could even say, hi, my name is, and I'm genuinely trying to help him. And it was rough. Don't let people like that in your life, no matter what role they are in your life, even if they're not directing it at you. If you're around those type of people, they always make your skin itch a little bit because of the way they either talk or treat you or other people. You're gonna have to make a decision, cut that loose, because this reciprocity, this humanitarian spirit, this giving, that's not bestowed on people that's got siphoners, succubi, and incubus uh, in their energy. And I had to learn that the hard way. I was like, why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? Because you got people that sitting at your table that got to get up and get up out of here. The ancestors made it real clear for me. So be very well aware of that. Night's veil, under the moonlight, hidden desires and fears quietly awaken. Face your inner self. Yup. Moon is here with night's veil and these tough decisions. Dreams insight. Your recent dreams are not mere illusions, but messages that guide your waking choices. Deciphered dreams guide reality. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. You're guiding reality. This is a wake up call. Attention fuels the search for rarity, yet reality may temper expectations. Balance dreams and practicality, along with take root. Prosperity grows where the roots are deep. Invest in foundational skills and knowledge. Depth bring abundance. Whoa. And I'm going to go a little quicker here because, like I said, at this point, I want to share them, but it's a lot. But we're going to roll on. The elixir of healing, yes, in this meditational space, I call for it. I need it. Physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial healing. I am healing to every being. I am healing. To every being I encounter, I offer my unique gift. Others need my medicine, but I must first offer this gift to myself. As I share my medicine with the world, we walk the healing path together. Amen and amen. and that is my purest intention. The gravity of excellence. I pursue excellence. I am not paralyzed by perfection, but my excellence is evident in every effort. This mindset pulls success to me like gravity. Strings of destiny. I weave the strings of my own destiny. I imagine my future into reality. I attract wisdom, cultivate strength, and today I will take the next step in my journey. Yes. Staircase of knowledge. I believe in continuous learning. Each day is an opportunity to grow my knowledge. Each lesson is a step on the staircase to my success. And family, if you ain't claimed this message yet with a thumbs up, I don't know what you're waiting for because I've shared it with y'all. So any that it did resonate with, to share it because I'm happy to claim it. So yeah, the mountaintop ascent and the way they're all lining up. It's like right here with this difficult road, we got the mountaintop ascent with the serpent's whisper. Though the way is steep and winding, I journey up the mountain. I find in strength, knowing that others have reached the summit before me. I ascend for myself and on behalf of those who come after me. This giving me goosebumps, and I'm the one that pulled them. Because, like I said, I wasn't looking. I love the way my cards play with each other, but I still always kind of jaw dropped, a little mind blown when I see it happen. And they just keep clarifying each other and staying on the same theme and lining up regardless of, even if I had to stop and go to lunch and come back and pull some more. By the time I finish, they're going to line up the way. Because trust and believe, I could not have lined these up with this kind of intention and precision if I had tried. I don't know what's on all these cards. Two of these decks I'm using for the first time today. Equinox balance. I am in balance as my seasons change. I find equilibrium within. Light and dark, rest and activity, joy and sorrow are in harmony. I offer gratitude for this divine gift. It is that balance that allows not only your vortex, but for real. At the time well, I can't even say I had made up my mind. I made up my mind I'd spend the rest of my life alone rather than continue to settle for painful stuff that I knew I deserved better than. But I had said that I was going to just remain celibate, focus on, become abstinent, focus within, and I was more concerned with time shifting and taking quantum leaps and things like that. But if I had just worked on myself, that it would be attracted. And I didn't understand completely how all of that worked then, but I had enough faith in it to understand that, you know what, I've given everything else a shot. I'm going to give this a shot too. So I let go of the worry of it. And sure enough, here we go. Bird set free, quantum leap. I am fearless and free. My past does not hold on to me. As I rest, my chains fall off. As I sit, I soar. I am a bird set free. And that people don't understand, that's what those years of hermit mode and solitude have been about for me. It was like genuinely spending more time than most people would consider healthy or normal or whatever in meditation each day. But I needed that. It's been reflecting over years and years and years, a lifetime of not having tuned and tapped in that way, but having specifically asked to know and want to hear. And once I did understand that my clairaudience was real, everybody else in my life was gone. What else I got to do but tap in and hear what Spirit got to say and go to the information that they send me to and go check that out. I'm a nerd. I'm a bookworm, whatever y'all want to call it anyway. So that's what I was doing. Diamond of character. My character is a diamond. I become stronger and radiant under pressure. The obstacle is the way to enlightenment. Ooh, the obstacle is the way to enlightenment. The difficult road. It literally is the crucible that sets you on the path. The struggle is a gift that uncovers deeper meaning. Who can stand on the summit who has not first climbed the mountain? So honestly, this loss in the circle, like they say, enhance your security. It hurts letting some folks go that you thought was gonna take the ride with you. But truthfully, their ascension is not your business. You have to let them go with love. If they're truly meant to be part of your experience, they'll come back around when it's time. Trust me. The universe, source, God, your angels, whatever you want to call it, have a way of doing it. Even if they're not for you, even if they're a karmic lesson or facilitator, they'll still keep coming back around until you learn the difference and learn that that's a karmic lesson and stop allowing them to come back. Yeah. Breath of peace. I breathe in peace. I exhale stress. I breathe in energy. I exhale weariness. My burdens float away like clouds. I am at peace. Oak tree of strength. I am strong and capable. I fulfill the responsibilities in my life. I am an oak tree of strength supporting those who are close to me. Yeah, I think you said I was gonna hit the money first. Ornaments, extra money, mature investment, celebration. Heart, emotional spending, joint finances being supported, and career counselor guide, or having a job you love. And for here in this first position, the career is like finish work, retail, or and then talks about retirement. So leaving one career, going to a job you love, gears, money flowing, hard work, putting plans in motion. The career is building, team, taking time off, yeah, security. And I had talked about that with someone. When I get separated from this job, I'm gonna try to take a few months and work on just some spiritual things and see how that goes. Before I really plan, it's my sincerest an intention to not go back into corporate America per se, but I do want to have some ideas that I've been given of ways that I can share my gifts with the world in a way that I want to work on for a little. Pendulum, fluctuating income. Yeah, and that's the thing I've been worried about, whether I'll have enough to get this launched properly and whether or not it will be enough of a success to keep me going and all that kind of stuff. Indecision, new strategy, career, seasonal work, job change, making choices. Clover, lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance. Career is finance, outdoors, risky, business, surprises. Well, they said it may be risky, but tree, financial growth coming to fruition, abundance, and then career, outdoor jobs, family business, and stability. And it's interesting to hear with the King of Wands. Like I said, my twin is a Leo moon, and in two positions here, this talking about the a risky business, being working outdoors, family business, surprises and stability. So it can go either way with this fluctuating income because he recently started a family business and it is fluctuating right now. However, like I say, I'm betting on the Clover situation and the gamble, and I got some stuff coming forward as well that I'm choosing to see this as a green light from spirit that yes, take the chance, go for it. I mean, it's more than just the candles. I got several things upcoming, but yeah. Tower, earning power, building a business, sound decision, career, corporate job, power, unstable position. Yeah. But for me, that's even the corporate positions are, well, like, because I'm not high enough up. I'm not in management or any of the rest of that. I do, like, I'm like a supervisor in customer service. So I get a lot of the stress for a little bit more money, but it's a job kind of scenario. And it's time for me to step out of the it's a job type stuff into purpose. Turtle, money coming slowly, steady progress. Career is moving for work in good time, long term. Yep. And that's exactly kind of what's been shown to me upcoming by hopefully by spring of next year, but at some point next year for sure is, and it's not even moving for work, it's moving for life. But in the life move, it will basically create another avenue or possible potential for moving for work per se, a shift of into the kind of work that I want to do. Because truthfully, I'm gonna start taking y'all with me to make this move. Start travel vlogging, food vlogging, things that get people's attention more on so the entertainment level. The spiritual level will still be here. I can't stop doing this, but as a way to like really supplement until personal readings are fully supporting me as I move. I will travel vlog as well. Eggs, starting over, saving up, resources, nest egg, career, is healthcare, new opportunities, or insurance. No, I've been in all of those. We'll try the new opportunities for 200, Alex, because I'm not doing insurance or healthcare anymore. Well, but you know what, though? What I'm doing could be seen in the spiritual world as a form of healthcare because I am pursuing several certifications within. Actually, I'm looking into three different modalities, or, well, two separate facets of Reiki, so they kind of overlap, and then two other energy healing modalities as well. Reiki is the one that speaks to me nearest and dearest. It is what Yeshua was trained in. So, of course, that's where I want to go first. After that, as finances and whatever, allow, I'll continue to add on to that. So, I guess it is a form of healthcare. I stand corrected, Spirit. But there are eggs. Saving up for that, yeah. And then here, cup with abundance and always at the end with the wheel of fortune and this ending of this karmic cycle into a dharma cycle, overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, career nurturer, taking care of business, fulfilled. The second set of money cards, we have travel here. Embarking on a journey could be your path to wealth. Oh, wow. As abundant opportunities await you in the world. And I just said that and was wondering, was I saying too much here on the video? But the cards are saying it for me anyway. Retirement, working hard can be a thing of the past. Denial with these gears and stuff. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your financial life? I faced it. There's just not a lot I can do about it right now. Well, I can't say I've truly faced it, and I haven't because there's not a lot I can do about it. There's some stuff that's been in a holding pattern for a while that I will have to address, but I'm aware of them. So, yeah. Competition. Remember that there is no competition if you're truly original. Oh, the Destiny card came out. You have a divine destiny to fulfill through your career path. Your work will help elevate the consciousness of this planet. Wow. With the right inspiration, you can bring a novel approach to almost anything. What can you innovate to contribute toward making the world a better place? Financial freedom. When you're financially free, your lack of money no longer defines the limitations of your life. Daydream. Having your head in the clouds can be a source of great inspiration, but be careful when your fantasies become an escape from reality. And I have to say, my twin and I, once we really understood or started better understanding like the art of manifestation and things like that, I engage in structured, I like to call it or intentional or structured daydreaming with the understanding that I am envisioning or creating or basically weaving the tapestry of future manifestations. It's not just idle fantasy. It really isn't. It can be an escape from reality, but not truthfully because there's still other stuff you got to do. It's like setting aside time to like, okay, I'm gonna go and work on my vision board. In the physical, you're doing the same thing in the daydream reality. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go in and today we're gonna work on our dream home, or I'm gonna work on our projected future in the business, or we're working on our relationship. Learn to do that. Choose and sit there and work on those details. Have it decided where you go, even because you can, if it's in your mind, you can further tweak the details later, but at least flesh out the structure. And the more you come back to it, the more the details will fill out. And one of these days, you'll find yourself living it exactly down to the letter if you choose, down to the color of paint in some cases. Influencer, you have just the right combination of qualities to connect with an audience, inspire change, and create a positive impact. And I do hope so. Because that is what I really wanted to do is just like, there's so many things that I would love to say to young America or New World, whatever they want to call it, young, the next generation, Gen, all the rest of them, that yeah, I'm happy to connect, and I hope to become that kind of influencer. I'm not going to be most likely doing crazy dances, and because that's just not me, and I'm too old for that. It'll look crazy. But I'd love to be an influencer of the best sort for positive impact. Advocate, you'll find so much fulfillment in working for a cause you truly believe in. Yes. Now, We'll pull some oracles from the Intuit. We had Clover, luck, happy. Yeah, happy coincidence. White Wolf is here with confidence, guidance. Trust your inner knowing. Child is here with new beginnings, innocent, brand new. Leo is the timing sign. This is a fixed fire sign. Timing within or summer. It talks about July. Venus is here with goddess of love. That's the Empress and strength card. Snowflake, perfect, delicate, coded, fragile, unique design. I love that. My spiritual name is Ananya Ngozi, which means unique blessings. I'll take it. Mice, here we go. Just cutting loose. I'm trying to tell you, when you make cutting loose those people that need to be cut loose will be the best thing that you can do. It will start the gears moving towards the things that you want. And if not, these mice, in this case, illness, fatigue, stress, loss, theft, and I'm having a lot of that anxiety. Not a lot. I know I'm not claiming a lot, but I am having some issues of some of those little things. However, I do understand that going through this initiation, allowing the healing and the upgrades to be onboarded, so to speak, will resolve a lot of that. Coffin, yeah, death, rebirth, loss, yeah, we're over, done, done. But like I said, I don't see that as a bad thing. It needs to go. This is your life to live. You have to own it, which means in order to get to some of this stuff, there's some things you gotta let go of. You just have to. Through this dark night of the soul, see through the night's veil. Ring is here, agreement, pact, and for some of us, this is, um, it's a spiritual contract. It's a sacred contract. We're set on a trajectory to do this in a way. We literally bet on ourselves before we got here into this experience and incarnated that we would connect the dots and find a way to come online and on board and figure out the cheat codes or whatever you want to call it so that we could assist in some way during this ascension. This is why we're here. Soul family, if you're watching this video, trust me on that one. House, home, belonging, roots, comfort, safety. Yeah, all of that's going to come with this abundance and the things that are, this is like spirit's final word on it, and the way those lined up, can't ask for no better, for real. Really, really can't. This is, wow. Get some of this back into control. Some extras came here. Eagle, challenge. This challenge the status quo, longevity, regal, proud, opportunity with new hope and clear vision. With Capricorn here, and that time is within a year or during the winter, around solstice time. And Neptune, the ruler of enlightenment, was here. Then we have bedroom, actual fulfillment, intimacy, sensual pleasure, love affair. That's nice. Is that coming? Roundabout, community, connections, new direction, keep moving, keep it moving. Controls the flow of information, solutions. Balloons, fun, freedom, high vibe, release, rising up, ascension, aspiration, success. And gavel, conviction, decisions made right here with this pendulum. Wow. Told you it's like light, light, light. Get right here to this little stuck part. This, these two decision points. Yeah, Spirit said enough. Yep, done. Universe, source, infinite, unending, enduring. Yep. Unchanged at the time the situation is stable and unlikely to change. Ooh. And actually, in this position, because sometimes people will see that unchanged card as not such good news, but this is here with this King of Wands, success after the quest, and talking about love, life fulfillment, and all of that. Yeah, it's not likely to change. This is real. Person of fire is right here, Mr. Leo. The trend setting leader, confident, visionary, catalyst, entrepreneur, sexy, outgoing, courageous, strong will. And you know what is so crazy? Because one of the higher level karmic soulmate players, if you will, that I had to release was also like a Leo Virgo cusp. And Leo cards kept showing up in my readings. At the time, I had not done my twins chart. I wasn't aware that he was a Leo moon, and but he was trying to basically, and in one aspect, in his will and intention, he was inserting himself in my readings, the karmic, because he kept seeing, basically trying to convince me that we were spiritually in the same boat and sitting at the same table. Yes, the Leo cards were showing up in my reading, but it ain't had nothing to do with him other than when Release Your X kept flying out of the deck. It was talking about my twin. He also is an Aquarius, so he shows up as the King of Swords a lot, or the Page of Swords because he's younger, or the Page of Wands. But all of those cards kept coming out in the deck. This person of fire. So I'm loving it. It's here now. Wheel of karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause, effect, divine intervention. And this is about a luck fortune cycle, blind justice, and divine will. Cabin, lonely, confined, secluded, go within, insulate, disengage, quarantine. Quarantine was important for me when it happened. Sequester. That was genuinely what really truthfully got me firmly directed on the path. I started meditating a couple years before, but with trying to work and my life falling apart and a lot of yak yak in my ears and stuff, it still wasn't where I needed it to be. But in that shutting down of the world that year, that was the game changer for real for me. I'm so thankful for it. Yes, the answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Now we're getting into a few love cards. Ooh, whatever you cleared, help me shift to. So, thank you to the counterparts. I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to stay positive. Are you? Yeah, we learn to do that. Like, even it's hard sometimes when we're both facing some of the same issues, financial, what have you, otherwise, but that's all we can do. I'm tired of being away from you physically. I'm trying to process my fears so I can come back to you. Separated or together, we are working in tandem with each other. I daydream about you. Sometimes it's actual. Sometimes I visualize our future together. And my twin has actually shared that with me, so I understand. We're so telepathic at this point. We basically sometimes go through like shared daydreams, if you will, where we're both kind of at the controls. That's kind of cool too. Our love is eternal. It exists in every dimension and cannot be lost. Whoa, where am I? How in the world? Oh, this is the third layer. Duh. I've been learning about twin flames. It feels right to me. Yeah, he accepted it right away. And like I said, we didn't go looking for the twin flame journey and just decide that that's what it's got to be and force each other into it. It's truthfully finding out information about twin flames helped explain what we already understood, kind of sort of we were going through. But in our case, it was and is a more peaceful journey because we healed in separation and didn't we weren't kind of bringing. I brought a little of my angst to his doorstep, and I mean we've had heavy conversations in time as friends, but it just allowed an aspect of our healing in a different way that we have been harmonious the entire relationship. We genuinely started as friends and grew from there. I feel your energy around me and I wonder, are you thinking of me too? Yeah, we had to kind of test that initially, the whole telepathic thing. He was more willing to accept it than I was. I guess he understood that. I couldn't even accept my own clairaudience at first, so it took some time for me to understand that we were actually becoming telepathic. I apologize for the noise, y'all. Hopefully you can still hear it. Love like ours can change the world. Our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. And then we have some extras here too. When I let go of my deeper thoughts of you, when I let myself go, deeper thoughts of you, I can feel my heart go. Oh, when I let myself go deeper into thoughts of you, I can feel my heart opening. It's like, what? The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. I want to let my guard down with you, but fear makes me lash out in self-defense. The only disagreements we've ever had, and they can't even call them full-fledged arguments, were back in the day when my insecurities allowed me to lash out and kind of have a little bit of a tantrum. But fortunately, I'm not one of them hollering, screaming, real. And he talked me off the ledge. And like I said, I think we've had two arguments, if you will, in a decade. So yeah. Network. There is potential for our paths to cross in the workplace or through our professional endeavors. Next year, upcoming, as we both kind of expand with some of the ideas that we've been shown, that very likely will happen. Prosperity. We're going to be happier, healthier, and wealthier together. Family. I'm excited about starting a family with you and creating new traditions. Priorities. Even though your heart longs for me, you realistically don't have time for me in your life right now. And that's kind of true for both of us. And we had to understand that. He's starting a family business. I'm over here trying to get started with my YouTube channel and a full time job. We make it our business to meet up every day. Oh, I'm going to have to go close this window. They're heading right over here with the leaf blowers. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, boy. Ouch. Yeah. So, I mean, we say hello to each other and good night and all those good things. And we do make it time to meet up once a week to watch a movie or something together or go through some spiritual information together. But we both know that we'll come together when the time is right, but we're not really worried about that because right now we're focused on trying to get our paper up and trying to get going into the things that we're being called into for our part of the mission. We both have separate things to do and then a joint mission together, and we get that. Unexpected. Open your mind to be receptive to me. I am not at all what you're expecting. Sure enough, wasn't. Relocation. In order for us to be together, one of us will have to relocate, yes. Gratitude. I am open to receiving and giving love. With joy and gratitude, I welcome you into my life. Yes. Culture. There are cultural norms and expectations that I need to overcome before we can be really happy together. Whew, yeah. Well, I don't even, I think I'm more worried about it than I need to be at this point in the game. I think his family knows that this is going to happen. And from what I understand, both his mother and father really, really understand and are cool with it. But going to a whole nother country and having to learn like different ways, I know I'm going to have to be presented at the village to the elders and all of that stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot of that. Unworthy. Our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Wait a minute. Our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Do you have doubts about your worthiness to receive this love? I used to. I don't anymore, but that was a huge thing for me. When this man reached out to me, first off, for years, I kept him in the friend zone because of the age difference between us. And then even after that, to be honest, I was so attracted to him, but I couldn't even believe that somebody that looked like him at that age could possibly be interested in or attracted to me. I didn't have anything to offer, nothing at all, but friendship, but apparently that was enough. Distance. Though we are experiencing life in different locations right now, we are still so connected all the time. Yeah. Wow. And I just realized that these cards are more like messages from your partner. So they're getting me as masculine. And I had also pulled these, which is Holy Woman, which are messages like from the feminine perspective. So I'm definitely going to take a peek now to see what they got to say. Oh, it's him. It will always be him. Whether you like it or not, he's got a place in your heart. Yes, indeed. I know I sound crazy to people to think that I've maintained an online relationship for 10 years with somebody that I haven't met face to face or, done the adult things with, but they don't understand why we were kept separate for so long, but we understand it. And we decided to follow this thing all the way through. Why the doubts? You feel the band that is connecting your hearts. The only reason why it's tense is because you're so far away from each other. You're the one reaching for them. The band tears faster when it's stretched. You won't need them. If the band is too strained, it will tear anyway, but that will take a long time. Trust, everything will be fine. He's happy and excited. He regained his confidence. You can't imagine how hard he's been fighting for you. His heart was so tight. 4 years, y'all, I'm telling you. He knew he wanted me 4 years before I ever agreed to give him a chance. And I felt bad about that. I apologize a bajillion times for that. But yeah, heal your heart, heal your soul. Only then will you'll activate this warmth and light within you. Don't cling to anything or anyone. Don't cling to memories, dreams, or hopes. Listen to your heart, and the light will come to you all by itself. Yeah. What the two of you have is a gift. Don't waste it. It was unexpected for sure, but I understand it's a gift. I like I said, I used to have some fears and doubts whether he would change his mind and walk away. I was determined, in for a penny, in for a pound, with the way it makes me feel, regardless of what happened or for however long or short a time I had him. I would enjoy it and be thankful that I was ever able to know and feel and experience a love like that. And I feel that way even now before our meeting. So whatever happens, however this happens, I'm already better in my life for having met this man, even in an online situation. So I appreciate him for that. I have no further expectation. I'm grateful for what happens, thankful, and be deliriously happy. And I believe and know and understand. And he's taking this spiritual ride with me, and we're ascending together. And he's having dreams, and his power is coming online, and all of that's wonderful. And I just say thank you because I didn't know what to ask for in that regard. I didn't ask for all of that, but I'm just grateful that it's coming in better than I could have imagined. Better than anything I ever shot for or accepted or picked off the shelf for sure. He's thinking about you and it tears him apart. He wants to run to you, but it's as if his past was tied to his legs. He has good intentions. Don't reject him. He couldn't handle it. Trust that everything will happen at the right time, the way it's supposed to happen. Don't force anything. Let the universe handle it for you and relax. He doesn't know what to do. He knows that he wants you and only you. Wow, with the over there with unworthy. All he wants to do right now is hugging you. It feels lighter and easier than before, but he's more excited than you are. He would do anything for you and you let him. He admires you, but you don't know yet if you can ever forgive him the abuse of trust. I don't have an abuse of trust with him, so I don't know what that's about. The first part of the card I resonated with, but the abuse of trust, not so much. But it might be something going on with one of y'all that this message is for as well. So yeah, take that. Sacred masculine is here, protective, active inner strength, pure joy, exhilaration, laughter, exuberance, medicine journey, awaken, heal, realization, innocence, inner child, play, nurture. I'm trying to tell you that decision to heal the inner child, that's a game changer, y'all. I am a temple, holy, divine, sacred. Seraphim, guardians, awakener, and purity. Yeah, spirit got their hand all over this, all over it. I am light, pure divine essence. Yeah. Pachamama, blessings from Great Mother. Oh, mmm. Maybe partially from that gift of that connecting and grounding with her. Mhm. I like to think so. Surrender, trust your higher self. Trying to tell you, she's trying to take me someplace. I came to understand that well, like I said, I understood my higher self's name or my inner being, whatever you want to call it, as Ananya Ngozi back in 2007. I had no idea what all that meant. I do understand I'm merging with her now. If I choose to wear the name, I can. Um, but yeah, unique blessings. Dreaming, curious messages, endless possibilities are here. And these go really quickly from the healing cards. Ask your spirit guide. Go within. This is the perfect time. Oh my goodness. Lost but never alone. Oh wow. Listen to the voice within when it persists. Yeah. Send out help to others. Spirit healers and helpers are with you. Natural healing power. Success isn't what you have, it's what you do with what you have. Oh, and I said that. Yeah, and that was right here with this Knight of Pearls. And right after the night, with the Knight of Pentacles, right after the Six of Pentacles. And I said that you had to understand what to do to become a fit, a worthy steward, if you will, of what's incoming. Inner space and universal knowledge. Here with the Temperance card. Yeah, and being initiated as an Anunnaki Oracle priestess kind of puts me in that category, so I get that. And again, I had y'all. If anybody had told me that that's where I was heading, I would have had a hard time believing that one too. But that's what it is. Be, feel, receive abundance. What does your heart want? Be free to manifest your heart's desires. Stay strong. Be a guiding light. Ground yourself. Be love. You are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. Miracles happen. Give the universe your clear intention. Wow, and all of those are, like I said, talking about being in this vortex, the manifestational stuff here, this healing, being called into service and guidance. Be authentic. Your way is the only way for you. And I think be authentic here with somebody. That was like within those two, it came out again. Trust in your new path. All will work out for you. Past life emotion lives in you. You are expressing more. It is releasing. Everything is as you created. All you create offers you lessons in life. And breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. I do need to get back to that. But this right here, this is wow. And I do, honestly, y'all, even when I do the longer readings, I have to go back and listen to them too, because when I'm in flow, I'm not really truly tapped into what I'm saying or why I'm saying it. So I'm even just looking at these cards, I'm glad I recorded it, because I know I'm going to want to have to go back and get this message. Now, I had to pull from the Maji deck because, love me some Maji Got the Tea, y'all. Go check her out. This deck it don't play. It be talky to me too. Trauma was here. This is what we were healing in the solitude. Truthfully, like I said, that was the catalyst, the seed. I ain't even upset about it no more. But it was what needed to be healed. Not only just for me, but I strongly suspect for my sacred masculine as well. We're such completely mirroring twins that we have very similar karmic cycles that we had to go through and heal. And he's transforming as well, and he's been on kind of a path of hermit mode solitude as well. His world kind of fell apart as well, close to the same time as well, from 5,000 miles away. Go figure. Both of us got hit by heavy towers that basically stripped us down to the frame, so to speak, put us up on bricks long enough to be still and quiet and hear, I am the Lord. DNA upgrade is here. What does your heart want? Yeah, to manifest and get that DNA upgrade. Success. Deja vu is here. Goddess energy. Star seed. Underestimated. Dreams are coming true. Royalty. And following up with rebirth. Now, I thought I was going to get into the book readings, but this reading is so massive. I'm really not going to do very much of that at all, not extensively. But this cutting through here with this trauma is very, very fitting. It's about kind of ending duality. Release. Then we have Mother's Milk here, and where it's at in the Tree of Life positioning here. I think it was something of, oh, I should have read it or read it to you, but I'm not gonna because, like I said, these are just getting too. But it was kind of profound for me as well about what's going on in the journey right now. Earthbound, the success is here, which is kind of about the Earth mission. Yeah, you'd be looking towards the stars, talking about wanting to go home. People on the star seed this and star seed that, but we're here on this earthbound scenario for a reason. Magic carpet ride was deja vu, waking up to who we are, why we're here, some of the mystical information, um, wish fulfillment, everything that magic carpets have always invoked the thoughts of us with Aladdin and everything else. Asylum with this and asylum is about getting off to yourself long enough to allow this stuff to unfold in you. Like period. It teaches you how to, like I said, to turn. There's a difference in being alone and being lonely. When you're alone and learn what to do with that, you learn to taste the sweetness of life. This elixir can be here. But with the elixir, there's a need for balance as well. Heart drop is here. That is straight up about wishes fulfilled, desires granted, that sort of thing. Because of why? Balance. As above, so below. And in the position that this was in, I believe it's up by the heart or the throat. It was about, or in somewhere in the headspace on the tree of life. Yeah, because, yeah, this position 8 is at the throat. And it's about seeing the higher visions. Yeah. And a wish fulfilling gem. Oh, that's pretty clear. A wish fulfilling gem. This is the male and female aspect of the Buddha. This is balance. This is stepping into this divine royalty and learning that you are a creator, getting those lessons, tuning in with the higher self, and recall memory. There was something. Well, with recall, it's about looking at the past from with a kinder eye. It just really is. And that's part of the healing. That's where you get to it. Seeing it with a different eye, learning that it was actually happening for you, for your purification, training, preparation, rarefication, upgrade, ascension. It was suiting and booting you for what you getting ready to come into. The singer of connection is here. Way more connected than you know. The singer of initiation is right here. The friends, wow. An undressing of a salad. This is about stripping away belief system and layers and doing that, like I say, Dark Night of the Soul version 7.0, yeah, or 7.4, whatever. Yeah, it's layers and layers of getting down to the real, but that's what's necessary to become this level of. And the Glockener, I'm trying to remember. I have to look at that one. Caitlin the Self is here, and she's got some creational stuff going on as well as the fairy godmother with this wish fulfillment here and the heart drop. Geo the slow. Yes, it takes a long time sometimes, especially when you're in the matrix and want to believe in the people and places and the things around. I ain't gonna say want to believe because it's not even about naivety. We are all born into some kind of a experience or paradigm that we believe to be real, and we want to have all of the faith in as a foundational core. As I'm not even saying that that's a wrong thing to do, but when you get awakened spiritually and you start getting cracked open and realize none of that was really as solid or as concrete as you thought, or were the people who were attempting to control you made you believe it was, but no, you're being called to see it a different way. The singer of transformation is right here, yes. And then list of the shadows. This is about doing that, I say, that deep introspective the shadow work, the inner child work. But when you do that, Himself is here. Self actualization, spiritual completion. And that, dear family, is the reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to share that with you. I wanted it, like I said, for my own benefit. I wanted to send it to my twin as well, but I did want to send it to you because I do know some of this, most of this, probably even all of this does apply to someone in the collective that's going to see the message because we're all kind of on a similar path and trajectory. I am being called to read for other members of the chosen, the 144,000, other readers, healers, teachers, shaman. I'm well aware of that. So yes, if this message speaks to you, by all means, please claim it. And please, if it does speak to you, let's share this energy exchange by giving the video a thumbs up. And until next time, family, I love you so much. Peace and blessings to you. Namaste.